Hello friends, welcome back to Floating Funds. We are doing our Disney Day. This is a day that is funded basically all from just like side hustle money in a way. And so I love this day because none of these things are pretty much allotted to anything specific, and I like that. We also work on our collab, or not our collab, our group play today, and I love our group play. I'm very excited about it. We're gonna go ahead and get straight into that because I'm just super excited. And so that is this super cute thing. I'm trying to make space. Every time I film, I feel like it's always different. There we go. All right, so we have this, and this is a freebie over on my Ko-Fi, and basically what we are doing is we are trying to figure out who the character is that I have picked, and we are rolling a die and asking questions, and I'm giving you the answer. Every time I look at the camera, I realize that you cannot see the markers that I keep using. Let me go back through with a darker marker and mark those off. Yeah, you should be able to see that by now, because I'm even having a hard time seeing them. There we go. Okay. There. I think that one was one. Bump, bump, bump. All right. So there we go. Okay, so we are working on the Disney 1991 edition, and the reason why we chose 1991 is that was the year I was born. I was born in January, and so I figured, hey, the first one should probably be all about me. I don't know. I just thought, hey, that'd be kind of a cool idea. So these were all characters that were introduced in 1991 through Disney, which I think is awesome. Okay, so we are going to do 3. I accidentally flipped that over. And a 1, which is already done. So let's roll again. We don't have a 5. We already have the 1. 2, are they wearing a jacket? And I need to remember that that's going to be $5. So they are not wearing a jacket, but I don't know that there's... Okay, he's wearing a jacket. Negaduck. And Darkwing Duck is wearing a jacket. And it looks like LeFou is as well. Okay. So there we go. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go, go, go. Let's see what else we got, because I always do 2 rolls, and this means next week, right? I can't quite remember my days very well. I think next week will be the week when you guys will put your guess in. I have to look at a calendar, but I don't remember. And these, like, having the 5 weeks in a month always confuses me. I'm just terrible at those ones. Okay, we have a 4 and a 2. Are they from a movie? They are from a movie, which doesn't help because everybody in here is from a movie, and I just registered that. So there you go. So there are your 2 answers. All right, so we are going to be doing 5, 4, 5, 6, so $11 into this one. So that is a good little chunk of change for sure. All right, so here are the people that are left. So be thinking about it. That way next week you can put your guess in. And if you guess correctly, then you are entered in to win a little giveaway. I'm super excited for them. I've started gathering the things like earlier and getting like this next couple months already finished. And they're going to be cute. They're going to be real cute. So here we go. Let's look and see how much we have saved so far. I think this is one of our most expensive months that we have had in our group play. And so we have 10, 15, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Yeah, and so if we do like like we did this week, then that's going to be $40, which is more than we've ever put in here. So anyways, here is my Disney binder. I'm obsessed with her. I think she's gorgeous. I love this exterior. If you guys love this as well, then keep an eye out because we are going to be talking about this stuff a little bit down the road. So, you know, there's your little... what is it, teaser to pay attention. Okay, so we are going to move on. We are now going to work on our Disney collab, and what I have is I have the cards right here, and we're just going to give these a good little kind of shuffle, and we're going to choose one, and that's going to be the day that we're going to work on. So we are going to go to, yes, we're going to go to Up. Up is one of my, excuse me, absolute favorite Disney movies. I love it so stinking much. And that is number 9, which isn't very helpful whenever these aren't like actually numbered. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I just love this so much. I love Up. I love Up. It was absolutely an amazing, amazing movie. So how we are doing this one comes from Weekly Budgets. We are going to be moving down the line and we're going to play it that way. And I think what we might do is try and mark everything off. Don't quite know just yet, but we are going to go ahead and play it like a regular board game and see how many spaces we're going to move. So we're going to go from here. Where do we go here? I think we play from here. Yeah, because the ladders and stuff. Okay, we're going to start from here, from him as a kid to growing up. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I caught you. Okay, so we're going to 1, 2, and 3, and that is a 1. There we go. So we're going to put $1 into this, and let's go ahead and go again. And we're going to move 1. So you stop here. We're going to save that $1, but then you also move down to here, and we're going to go ahead and save that $1 as well. So now we're going to be putting $3 into this challenge, which is super fun. And now we're going to move to this one. And this is each balloon. We can decide how much each of these balloons are going to cost us. And let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then if we want to count any of those ones, but we're going to say 16. So let's go ahead and make each of those 5. How about that? I like it. Y'all can't see that. Let me find a different marker to do that with. I don't have any dark pins right next to me. All right, we're just going to leave that for right now. I'll fix it later. And we're going to do $5 into here. And then let's just mark one of these off. There we go. Awesome. So now we have a lot. I should probably cash condense these. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and $25 already. That is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And I haven't decided if I want to pull the money out of this every single month or if we just want to continue to play this until it's all full. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. All right, so now we are going to roll a 3-sided die, and we are going to be playing Budgeting with Kim, and that is her super cute little challenge right here. There we go. And we are going to pull 2 of these out, and we're going to save that money. And yes, I do keep forgetting to color this in. I keep saying I'm going to, and then I don't. So, oh well. Oh well, maybe eventually I'll remember. Okay, we got those 2, and okay, this one is a yellow. All right, just making sure. So we have a 3 and a 1. So we are going to maybe pull out a 1. Nope, because we only have 20 in there. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so now we have 24 saved in here. And we are, I know for sure we're officially on the 2nd row, which is awesome. So we're definitely making some headway here. Love this challenge. It's so stinking cute. And I just adore Kim. So anything I can do to support her, I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of these 1s real quick and condense them for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, there we go. Very nice. So how are you guys? How is your week? Are you guys getting ready for the crazy, crazy weather that is on its way? I am not excited about it. Like I am because my daughter's excited. And of course, we're probably going to have snow, which is very, very rare in Arkansas. And so like, you know, she's been asking for it since last year. So like she's excited and I'm excited for her, except for the fact that that's just real cold, real cold. We are working on Canadian Finance Journey. This is Bobby's Sweet Challenge. And I love it so much. It's very cute. Okay. We have a 1 on here. So let's keep going. And I think this is going to save us 30. Okay, yeah, so it's a pretty good little amount. Not a ton, but not, you know, over the top or too low, should I say. And we do have another one of hers. We're going to go ahead and do this one because I've already scratched it. My bad. That I do want to eventually get to. I have all kinds of scratchers at the back of this now. Not mad about it whatsoever. You guys have been amazing. Those of you who have sent them to me and then have shown me like, hey, go here, grab this one. It's been awesome. Okay, so we have $8 going into here. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. It always makes me think of like, I don't know, dancing, cheerleading, drill. I don't know what they do, what that's for. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So we are $1 over the halfway mark. That is exciting. Oh goodness, I am still not used to using a small binder, but I do have to say there's something about it. I do like that it is this small because it's just a little easier to like manage and like keep in places, and like my money fits better. I don't know. There's something about it I do like. It scratches something in my brain, and I appreciate it. Okay, this next one, we are working on these minis, and this one comes from Budgeting with Lysandra. And we are going to, each of these icons are $2. So let's go ahead and do $4 into here. That way we can make a little bit of an indent. And I have so many minis now because, again, you guys have been showing me some or sending me some, which is so stinking sweet and fantastic of you guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to do, what did I say? We're going to do 4. Put this back. We're going to put a 5 in. There you go. And so because each of these is worth 2, that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 6, 12, 18, 20. Okay, so we're going to have $20 in here once we're done. Woohoo! That'll be great. That will be great. And then we'll move on to another one. And these, I don't have allotted to anything specific. Like I said, most of the stuff, I don't have like an actual idea of what I want to do with it just yet. Some of them do, but not everything does. And so that's something that excites me about this day, is the fact that, I mean, I get to figure it out later. I don't have to think about it right now. It's kind of nice. All right, so we are now going to be going back to Storybrooke, and let's see how all of our girls and our guy, because Hades is here, how they are doing. And what we are going to do is we are going to roll a die, and we are going to move that many spaces. I got my pretty Aurora die that comes from Eva from Budget Your Life, and we left off here, so now we're going to move 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we are at a number 5. And so we need to go into our Rolodex and find someone who could live there. And they have to be able to spend up to $5. So like her budget is up to 5. So she could live there if she wasn't living somewhere else already. And, okay, Jasmine, she's a 5. I'm just looking for the 5s right now. And then we can see about their preferences. If we have to move them somewhere where they don't like, then we will have to roll a die, is what that comes down to. Okay, so it looks like we have Cruella, who likes living by the park, so we'd have to roll a die for her to live there. And the Queen likes to live close to the woods, so we'd have to roll for her. And Jasmine prefers a corner lot, so we'd have to roll for her as well. So let's say, okay, because she could live at any of these ones, and she could only live here, and she could only live there. So I think we might do Jasmine here, and then just, well, because those are the only last 5s that we have, so we know that for sure these ones will be there. So she's the one, we're going to sadly have to put her where she doesn't want to go. So not only are we going to be saving the $5 that it requires, but we're also going to roll a die, and basically we're bribing her to move in. Ooh, she is... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bougie Girl says, you need to pay me all the money. That way I will move in there. So we're going to put $6 in for her to live there. And then we are going to put her name right there. There we go. And this is something you can buy over on my Etsy. I only have a couple more of the Storybrooke ones. And then I have Hello Kitty, which is the next favorite. We have Pokemon and Animal Crossing. And if you buy them as the physical, they come with all sorts of stuff. And I will be releasing them as a digital, but you will not get everything that you get in the physical. So I hope that makes sense. All right, so we have officially moved Jasmine in, this little bougie girl. And we have $4 left. So let's go and see what we can do. So we're going to stop here, and then let's see where we go. We're going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's going to be pretty perfect. So we have a blue house on the corner. Okay, Yzma, I know, I kept remembering, she wants to live close to the office. Where is she? Yes, she can do it. So she can spend up to $4, and this is 3. So we're going to put Yzma here because she wants to live as close to our office as possible. She just really likes to control everything, and she feels like if she's close to the office, she could do it. So let's put her there. She is the best villain, hands down. Greatest villain. I love her so stinking much. All right, so we're going to be putting $3 into here. And if we ever land on these people, what will happen is if we land on Yzma again, we will start gathering all of her materials that she is wanting. That way she can live a happy, perfect life. And so, yeah, and then once we have finished collecting all of her stuff, then when we land on her, she's going to pay us the $3 because she's now going to be paying us rent. So now we are going to go here, and this is a catch-all. And so, okay, well, usually we don't do it in here. We're going to this time because it's $1. If it was more than $1, then we would be putting it towards our normal catch-all, which is our You're Saving Harry, and I use that across all of my videos. But today we're going to put it in here. So normally you would come here whenever you land on the wishing well. But for today, we're going to go ahead and grant a wish for $1. And so the first one on is that we're going to find the other glass slipper. So we're not quite sure who actually made that wish, but we are going to go ahead and grant it. I don't want to do it with this blue one. It just won't look as pretty. Let's do like a dark pink. That'll be pretty. And we're going to just highlight it. And we have officially granted that wish. Yay! So let's put the $1 back here with this, and we are good to go. So there we go. This day always seems to go by real fast, and it's interesting to see how quick money can go. But there we go. All right, well, guys, if you are still here, then why don't you put a shoe emoji in the comments for me, and you just might be chosen for something if you do so. So until next time, guys, I hope that y'all will continue to float on and continue to save, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, friends.